Okay, so 2 days after replacing the EVAP purge solenoid, the check engine light did pop back on with the P0455 EVAP leak. So we're going to now continue with our process of elimination. And we are going to now replace the canister vent valve for the EVAP system. This thing isn't too hard to replace. It's probably the most easy one to replace. It slides onto a metal bracket on here. There is a line that attaches here. And on the reverse side, there is an electrical pigtail that plugs in there. So to take the old one off, really the only thing we're gonna need is a flathead screwdriver. So this should do the job. We'll use this to pry the bracket that holds this onto place, and then maybe even use it to pop the clips on the electrical pigtail there. I got this one from Napa, and I've actually bought enough stuff from them that I actually got a $5 reward discount on this, so it only cost me 27 something and with after tax. So not too bad. And this is located up in the rear of the vehicle on the back driver's side, right behind the gas tank before the line that goes up to your fill tube where the gas cap is. So that's what we're going to work on replacing today. Hopefully this resolves the issue. If this does not work, the next step in the process of elimination will be checking all the lines, making sure all the lines are connected, make sure none of them came loose, and then also checking to make sure none of the lines have any holes and need replaced. So let's get to it. As always, when you're jacking up a vehicle, no matter what kind of jack you have, make sure you put a jack stand under there just in case the jack fails. 2 points of safety there. Now we're up underneath the back driver side of the vehicle. And as you can see, here is your EVAP vent valve canister. And you have this metal bracket here and this line here to remove. The pigtail is on the back side of this. Now using a flathead screwdriver, gently pry up on that middle prong there to release that clip that holds the vent valve to that metal bracket. Now that that's off the bracket, lift it up and over the bracket and turn it downward so that you can get to this pigtail here. This red clip, just press up and back at the same time. And it should pop right out. Okay, tuck it back here out of the way. Now the only thing you now have to remove is that vent hose. And you can use a pick or a flathead screwdriver to pry these clips out to push that clip up to release it from the canister. Now you see here I have that clip released. And this will now come off of that vent. And there it is. The old one has been removed. Now you'll see this clip, see how it pulls up. Be very careful with these. They break very easily, especially over time. They become really brittle. If you do break these, you can pick some more up at an auto parts store, but they are very expensive. They come in a package with it's like a variety pack of different sizes of these, and they're usually about $15 a pack for some of those clips. So if you do break them, just go to your local auto parts store and pick up another box of them and replace it. now we have the new one here, and we're gonna hook the new one up. First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a screwdriver and we're gonna bend this center prong back in so that this will snap back onto the metal bracket. And the first thing we're gonna wanna do is plug the pigtail back in, hook this vent line back up, and then slide the canister back on that bracket. So I'm gonna get this bent back in with a screwdriver and I'll be back. All right, I got that little prong bent back in. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. So first what I'm gonna wanna do is put this pigtail back in. So I'm going to line that up. And you want to press that pigtail in until it snaps back on. Keep dropping it. Make sure this clip is in place and locked. Make sure that it's all the way in. Okay. Now, next, let's see, get that pigtail back over that. Let's go ahead and slide the canister back onto this metal bracket here. Alright, once the canister's behind here, try to get that in that bracket. Make sure that center prong clips so that this doesn't fall out, vibrate out of there. It can vibrate off that bracket and fall out, then it'll just be kind of dangling loose by the pigtail in this line. Now, I need to get this line back on. Make sure you get that all the way in there. Snap it back into place. Kind of tug on it a little bit, make sure it's not going to come off. Make sure that is locked on there, and that is on there. And there we go. New vent valve canister installed. And again, here's the old one. You can see it's a little dirty. And like I said, hopefully this resolves the issue with the evaporative leak I'm having. So now I've replaced the gas cap, the purge solenoid, and now the vent valve. So that should be it. My lines don't appear to have any damage to them. So we'll drive this around and see if the engine light goes off on its own. If it does, then job well done. If it doesn't, I might clear it and see if it comes back on. And obviously if it doesn't come back on, it's good. And if it does come back on, that means I've got a leak somewhere else and I'll have to do some more troubleshooting. So for now, we're done here.